Feel that tension in the air? Like the rattle of 1,000 Lakers fans holding their breath beneath the blazing lights of Crypto.com Arena, waiting for the next blow to drop. Well, buckle up, because familiar whispers scratch that rumors have exploded backstage, shaking the very foundation of Lakers Nation tonight. And it all centers on the chessboard shaking partnerships that could blow the roster game wide open. Imagine this. Late-night drills echo as D'Angelo. Russell's name is not just murmured but blasted through the locker room like a shockwave, lighting every eye and fueling every whispered debate about what went wrong, what could have been, and what might just flip the script for the purple and gold. You feel the weight of his confession, that raw, almost heartbreaking admission about the Lakers' missed chances, the locker room chemistry that fizzled, and the redemption path he's charting not with us, but with the Nets, a twist nobody saw coming, a plot twist sharp enough to cut through the all-season silence and plunge us all into a frenzy of speculation. He's shooting his shot not just on the court, but with words that echo like thunder in the quiet halls of front office, power, and behind closed doors, cap space crunches and agent calls are colliding. Deals are dangling. Shots are being called. Trae Young? Yeah, he's swirling in his own drama over in Atlanta, frustrated at silence louder than a buzzer beater. Max deal whispers going cold. The trade winds shifting under a new front office's gaze. But here's the kicker, while Young cooks his next move on the East Coast, in L.A., the fallout from D'Lo's candid revelations is rippling through every tier of the organization LeBron stare in practice. Sharper, Anthony Davis's focus? Deeper, Pelinka's phone? Probably glued to that screen, rattling with calls and counteroffers. The stakes couldn't be higher, the tension more palpable. What if this Lakers saga already a roller coaster, loaded with promise, heartbreak, and raw emotion, takes a sudden twist that either reignites the Lakers' charge to the summit or throws the whole plan into chaos? What if Russell's departure and Young's looming free agency signal seismic shifts, alliances broken or born, and a front office ready to go nuclear on the roster blueprint? You feel the crackle beneath your skin, the relentless hustle echoing from every dribble and every anxious boardroom whisper. This isn't just off-season chatter, this is the fuse lit on a powder keg. And Lakers Nation? We're right at the explosion's edge. So don't just stand there, slam that like, subscribe, and burn that bell alert down, because missing a second could mean missing everything. Now, here's the raw truth behind D'Angelo Russell's meltdown on the purple and gold's loss. Season his sharp critique slicing through Lakers optimism like a cold blade, revealing the locker room's fractures, the coaching doubts, and that gnawing feeling inside every player every fan that the Lakers fell short in ways that can't be fixed with just roster moves. Russell, once the cog in the Lakers machine buzzing with potential, opened up to ESPN, spilling not just disappointment but a roadmap of the failures and frustrations that defined his time in L.A. Trust me, these aren't just words there. A blueprint for the front office's next steps, a crack in the armor that exposes how tight the margin for error truly is. Meanwhile, over in Brooklyn, D'Lo seems to be writing his own redemption arc, turning the page with the Nets, shedding the Lakers' shadows, and carving out a new identity. It's a story of what could have been, yes, but also what might still be if the Lakers can learn from this fallout. Look closer, and the cap space battles, the draft pick negotiations, and the coaching whispers all paint a picture of a franchise at a crossroads. Will they double down on youth and reshape the roster, or chase veterans hoping for quick fixes? And how does LeBron, ever the general, navigate this storm to keep his chase for rings alive, especially with AD nursing his own pressures? And remember Trae Young. Atlanta's silence isn't just a snub. It's a ticking clock on a star's patience, a time bomb set to explode right as the Lakers plot their next big moves, possibly eyeing the East unraveling drama as trade bait, or a wild card waiting to jump ship to the West in a seismic mid-season shakeup. Yeah, the Hawks added Kristaps Porzingis to the mix, but if the winning season doesn't come fast, Young's frustration could spill into one of the most captivating free agency sagas in years, one that might intersect with Lakers' ambitions in ways none of us saw coming. So, Lakers Nation, this is it. A perfect storm of turmoil, opportunity, and laser-focused ambition swirling under the LA skyline, where every move, every whisper, every untold secret could ignite a chain reaction that defines a decade. And as the practice gym's lights dim and the echoes fade into a suspenseful hush, remember, this story is just waking up. Because just when you think the saga peak boom, a fresh shocker is waiting to drop. I'll see you on the other side. When your group chat blows up at 3 a.m. with Lakers alerts, you know this is more than just noise. It's a seismic shift ripping through the seams of this franchise, rattling every corner, every whispered hope, every bruised dream that's been stitched into Lakers lore for decades. And trust me, this isn't just about D'Angelo Russell's confessions or Trae Young's simmering discontent anymore. This is the crucible where legends are forged or broken. And LeBron James, the unyielding king who's carved his era with a blade sharper than any sword. He's staring down a storm so fierce it could either crown him with a fresh dynasty or drown his legacy in the bitterest tide. While Anthony Davis, that titan whose knees whisper secrets we dare not hear, is locked in a silent battle that carried this weight, haunted by the ghost of a bubble banner hanging just out of reach, reminding us all that greatness demands a price. And the Lakers are scrambling to pay it before the clock runs out. You feel that strain too, right? Like the sweat dripping down the back of your neck when Kobe chased that impossible fadeaway. Because this roster, this fractured mosaic of talent, potential, and raw emotion is teetering on the edge of transformation or disaster. And the front. Office calls are coming faster than a fast break, with Rob Pelinka juggling cap space, draft picks, and players' futures like a high-wire act gone haywire. Imagine, just imagine, the ripple effect once Trae Young finally pulls the trigger on his next move. Will he ignite a flame that burns the whole Western Conference down? Or will his East Coast fever finally cool to give the Lakers a shot at reclaiming that throne everyone thought was their birthright after Showtime, after Shaq Kobe's thunder, after the bubble's bittersweet taste of glory and near misses? Every franchise in the West is lurking, jaws clenched, eyes sharp to Phoenix Suns with their simmering hunger, the Clips itching to rewrite their own story after years lost in the shuffle, Denver quietly building a juggernaut that could bulldoze any dream left standing, and the Warriors the dynasty predators who have faced their own demons and returned roaring, ready to feast on the disarray the Lakers might soon find themselves swallowed by. It's like watching a coiled spring ready to snap, tension crackling through every purple and gold vein exposed in the arena. And with every locker room murmur, with every stare shared between LeBron and AD, a mixture of resolve and desperation. In their eyes you can taste the raw, electric pressure mounting, suffocating and driving this team to either ascend or implode. And here's the raw truth. This isn't just a game of basketball trades anymore. This is a war for the soul of Lakers basketball, a fight to rewrite a narrative that's haunted by missed shots, missed chances, and shattered trust. What if this is the season? LeBron finally pulls down the curtain on the twilight of his career with a final act of sheer will. Or what if these fractures become chasms too vast to bridge, leaving the storied franchise gasping under the weight of its own legend? And the rookies, Bronny and Ware, are watching, learning, lurking behind the curtain, ready to either fuel the next chapter or watch it burn from the sidelines along with every ill-fated dream. This front office's next moves are more than transactions. They are potential detonators, and while you sit there, heart pounding, wondering who's next to fall, who might rise, who will be the sacrificial lamb or the triumphant hero, there, making calls, plotting trades, and living every fan's waking nightmare and wet dream at once. Now imagine the headlines if rumors of a mid-season blockbuster involving Trae Young materialize, if the Hawks let him go, and the West suddenly gains its most volatile weapon wrapped in purple and gold, turning every game into a high-stakes thriller with ring ambitions hanging on the razor's edge. But then, imagine the fallout. Would the chemistry finally gel? Or would it crush the fragile balance the Lakers have struggled to maintain? Will a D sustain through the bruising battles ahead, or will injuries and wear carve deep cracks in this mighty quest? Will LeBron, in a role that ages every second, still have the hunger to fight through the pain, the doubt, the mounting pressure? Or is this latest chapter just the beginning of a sunset that no one wants to admit is near? The city's neon glare. Outside flickers like the heartbeat of a sleeping giant, rousing itself, ready to erupt or fall silent as history waits to be written in sweat, grit, and heartbreak. And you can feel it, that volatile mix of hope, fear, and pure unyielding fanaticism coursing through every fan, every player, every exec in this saga, the sound that echoes harder than any buzzer beater, the relentless hum of what if. And as the Lakers' gym goes quiet, shadows stretching across the hardwood like the ghosts of past glories and bitter losses. Remember, this explosion just cracked open the season's first fissure, and below, the foundation is shifting fast. Dangerously fast, threatening everything long held sacred. This saga's just getting started, and as a Laker till I draw my last breath, here's the storm I swear is coming. Now you tell me, what's tearing at your gut? Because trust me, this saga has only just ignited.